Yeah, I think we're good to go. A very big welcome to the one and only Jazzy Jeff sitting to the right of me. Thank you for coming to the Boiler Room, and it's actually quite interesting. I was just telling you, this is actually the space where we initially started 4 years ago.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a really big honor to have you here because like 4 years ago, we probably wouldn't expect it to be what it is right now.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and I was just, thinking, like talking about the past and everything. Like, we know you as, a really famous hip hop DJ. Like, everyone knows you in regards to Will Smith and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But I've been told by so many other DJs that you are a proper, like, DJ's DJ, as they say. And, and that it's just so much more to you than just being a mere hip hop DJ. And I just wanted to touch upon the fact that I'm guessing growing up in the time that you were growing up, was there such a thing as a hip hop DJ? Like how did you grow up, like understanding what the whole thing was of DJing?
Well, I grew up just being a huge music fan. My dad was an MC for Count Basie, so we grew up with a lot of 78s, which is different than 33s and 45s, but a lot of 78 jazz records in the house. And then my older brothers were into the Chick Coreas and the weather reports, and then of course, the Earth, Wind and Fire, Marvin Gaye stuff. So being the youngest, I was kind of forced to listen to everything. And you just took it all in. You took every piece of it in. So when you kind of got to a point that growing up with hip hop, you had a base before hip hop, and especially, the early days of hip hop with DJs, cutting breaks, and the breaks would be jazz records or funk records or whatever kind of records. But I kind of came up not as a hip hop DJ because there weren't genre specific DJs back then. They were just DJs. You just played music. You didn't just play hip hop. And like I said earlier, I think a lot of it was because all of the different genres were fighting for legitimacy, hoping to be around for a while. So that's what kind of made it very segregated, that people became hip hop DJs or house DJs. But I think if you go back to the origin of any DJ who's been doing it for a while, it was never just one type of music.
Yeah, because that's interesting that you said that your dad was an MC for Count Basie, because I'm guessing a lot of people are thinking now, a rap MC?
No,
So
my
you
dad
really
was the
saying MC for
traditional.
Count, like,
He was the
describe what
traditional.
the traditional kind of MC was all
Ladies and
about.
gentlemen, please give it up for the world famous Count Basie. That's a traditional MC. He wasn't checking the mic and throw your hands in the air, waving like you just don't care.
And when you were growing up and listening to jazz all around the house, was that something that was already of interest to you, or was it just there, or like were you going through your dad's records and trying to find out?
Well, you know what? I think everybody kind of has the same thing inside. People just don't really know how to harness it, which is when you hear certain music, it makes you feel a certain way. And it was just, I was just really intrigued, like, why does this part of this record make me feel this way, whether it be happy, whether it be sad. So I kind of think I started approaching music just for the emotional part of it. And then, as I got older and started to understand exactly, or kind of getting an understanding of what that is, then you kind of start looking for those records. But that was the things that kind of attracted me to jazz, or whatever music, for that matter. It was just more of the emotional. What does it make you feel? What type of mood does it put you in?
Have you got like any examples or like a certain kind of record that you were listening to growing up, or just a certain sound?
You
like,
know
I'm
what?
just curious.
You know what? The hard part for me is a lot of times I get asked, pick some of the records that kind of influenced you, and it's weird because I give the exact same answer whenever someone asks me to do that. My brain goes completely blank because it's so much music in my brain that it's almost like it's unfair for me to try to pick one thing.
No,
You know,
of
even
course,
as
yeah.
even as an example, because mine was so all over the place, from a Stevie Wonder to a Billy Cobham record to a Mahavishnu record to a Wes Montgomery record. Like it wasn't genre specific. It was just kind of like, oh my God, that part in that record really kind of hits me. And that, to me, that's the whole basis of sampling, also that it's just, finding that part that you consider the magic and just looping it over and over again.
Yeah, because like, what made you decide that you actually wanted to be a DJ and start making it into a craft?
I think it started just, you know, grabbing a box of 45s and being a guy that played at the basement house parties in your neighborhood. I don't think it was so much being a DJ. I think it was just more so I wanted to be the guy that selected the tunes, and it just turned into that became my job in the neighborhood. And then, I became intrigued about how to put these tunes together. Like what, you can play 10 records, but you can play them 100,000 different ways. And what way is seamless? What way takes people on some sort of a journey? And I think that's where I think I want to be a DJ started.
And were there any like DJs in the neighborhood that you were looking up to that inspired you?
Yeah, I mean, the early DJs were more of the sound system guys, that they would bring these massive speakers out, and they would play, and you would just kind of listen to how they played, and you would, I would listen, but I would also look at the impact that they had on the crowd and how, he made people feel. And then, then you want to get out there and try to do it yourself, and you realize that you can't do it if you have these little tiny speakers. Like, so you ended up having to put the whole package together. You have to get the sound system or either play on someone else's sound system. And a lot of times it only takes you to play in front of the right people the right time before everyone starts to know.
I'm guessing there was still like a lot of record stores around.
Millions.
Yeah, so
Millions.
so
I
it was
spent my
easy.
lunch money every day in high school. I had to admit that to my mom one day, that every dime that she
Started
gave
to
me
lose a lot of weight.
yeah. I was really thin. Had a lot of records though.
And when were you actually asked to do like your first paid gig? Like, how old were you?
Maybe 13, 14. It was a house party, and they needed some music, and you did it, and they gave you $20, and you just, you were excited. As long as you could just keep buying records, I didn't want to really take all my mom's money, and I was getting a little hungry, so I figured out, that if you can make $20 and, and that's basically, what it was. It definitely started out 100% for the love, that you weren't even concerned about, people paying you. You would have probably paid somebody if they'd have let you play.
And like you were saying, you started out as a DJ. Is there any like a certain point that you would consider yourself like transitioning into being a hip hop DJ, or do you still consider yourself?
I'm a DJ.
I'm
a DJ. I'll always be a DJ, no matter. I've never really been into the labels. I understand that society almost dictates that you have to put a label on things, but I was DJing, before hip hop. And I never stopped playing, anything. I'm actually enjoying it more now than I ever had, because it's, it seems like the cycle is going back around and people really want to hear a lot of different kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, because when we were talking earlier, there was a very interesting point you made about the whole iPod generation. Like, loads of people think the iPod was kind of, make it more difficult for people to really understand what music was, because,
I think the iPod helped it.
Yeah, that was an interesting point.
It's just, it's DJs used to always, especially when iPods came out, they would always say, I'm not an iPod. I'm not an iPod. But when you really sit and think about it, the only people that put music in playlist are DJs or music people. Everybody else plays their iPod on random, which allows people to hear different types of music and different genres of music back to back, which made it a lot more accepting for people to go out in a club and hear a Mobb Deep record and then a Stevie Wonder record, because that's how it plays on their iPod. So I really think that the iPod and the way people listen to their music on the train, on a commute, to work or at work has really opened up people to listen to a lot of different types of music. I don't know anybody who likes just one type of music.
Yeah, no, very true. So, I think, I don't know what time is it, but I think you are going to grace us pretty soon with doing a set for us, which
Okay.
I'm really, really excited to see. So I don't know if you are ready to
I'm always
get
ready.
started.
I'm always ready.
Okay.
Fine.
Well, let's do this.
He's eating somewhere. That's all right. I don't need him.
Yeah. Is there anything you do need?
Nope.
You good to go?
You ready? Yeah. Sure? Yeah. Uh-oh. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Yeah. You ready? Thank you.
Yeah, Jazzy, decent level on the masters, no red.
I know you do. I'm gonna let you set me where I'm at, and then I'm good.
Kiss my window. When the rain hits my window, I take it. Me some Indo, me and Timberland, ooh, we sang a dangle. We so tight that you get our styles tangled. Sway your do-si-do like you loco. Can we get freaky tonight like Coco? So, you wanna play with my yo-yo? I smoke my hydro on the D-Lo. I can't stand her. Kiss my window. I can't stand her. Kiss my window. I can't stand her. Kiss my window. I can't stand her. Kiss my window.
Now make that mother hammer time like go stupid, go stupid, go stupid. Do it, boy, do it, boy, do it, boy, do it. Wobble dee wobble dee wobble wobble. I'm stacking my paper. My wallet look like a Bible. I got girlies half naked. That look like the grotto. How your waist anorexic and then your ass is colossal like whoop. Drop that arrow, make it boomerang. Take my belt off, put them pootie tang, tippy towel, tippy tay. You gon' get a tip today. That you gon' get some. I walk in with my crew and I'm breaking their necks. I'm looking all good, I'm making their way. They pay me respect, they pay me in checks, and if she look good, she pay me in sex. Do it, bounce that. It's the roundest. You the best. You deserve a crown, baby. Right on that dance. So dance.
Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. My jeans are never empty, bitch. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley.
of ignorance, so dispraise. Tell me who of them will come isolation, exploitation, mutilation, mutation, miscreation, confirmation to the evils of the world, and spending most of their lives living in future paradise, and spending most of their lives living in future paradise, and looking in their minds for the day that sorrow's lost from time. They keep telling of the day when the Savior of love will come to stay.
Stomach fulfilled. Then they get hot, everyone starts to grill and plot on a pot in hopes that it drops and most of it spills. Why you think people that reach the top tumble down hills? It happened to Jack and it happened to Jill. The B side of success is a cycle I still keep in the back of my mind. So when I greet it with the glove, I beat it, moonwalk across it and nil. I've been on my T-bow and my arm strong. I can Armstrong Debo. Adios, amigos. Honestly, you must have time my shoes. I don't care.
And old rules, new blacks with new stacks, I already been the king, retroact, I'm just bringing it back like Jordan packs, new money, they looking down on me, blue bloods, they trying to clown on me, you can turn up your nose at society, never gonna turn down the homie, knock knock, I'm at your neighbor house, straight cash, I bought your neighbor out, you should come to the housewarming, come and see what your new neighbor about. Yellow Lambo in the driveway. 135, I'm on twerk, 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 Molly, Molly, twerk, 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 yeah, 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 twerk, 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 Molly, twerk.
I'ma make a song, I'ma call it track 10. Track 10.
Track 10 got your mind like bang. Talking about a 10 out of 9 like bang. Track 1 a boom like the boom on a ring. Do you hear it back like a boom or a ring? Talking about a bang, but you know you gotta pop. Cause if it don't bang, it ain't never gonna pop. You see, I got a grand, so they call me Grandpa. You ain't got a grand, so they call you Grand Knock. I go hard like things that go hard. Thinking things that go hard, I go hard like that. Post it up on your blog like that. Post up, see that y'all like that. I'ma drive in my car like vroom. See me driving by in my car like vroom. People wanna ride, but I ain't got room. They see me in my ride when I play that. Boom. Now blame that vroom when I vroom right past. But I got one too many vrooms if you ask. But I got 122 on the dash and I'm gonna run these 22s right past.
She gets mad when I don't say enough. She mad when I'm around, mad I'm out of town. She telling me I ain't doing much. And my job is only barely a job. I'm like a child in my sandbox playing house. Oblivious to a full content, being ignored. I'm absent, a bore, and on top of it all, obnoxious. And I don't bring the flowers anymore. I take time and never give it. Even when I ain't busy, I don't make an effort to call. I make a living out of making a living because I never get upset. Means I don't care enough to make it an issue.
One more time, I want to give the drummer some of this funky soul we got here. You don't have to do no soloing, brother. Just keep what you got. Don't turn it loose, because it's a mother. When I count to four, I want everybody to lay out and let the drummer go. And when I count to four, I want you to come back in. It's in my car. I got the holler. I said it's in my feet. Feels so sweet. It's in my shade. About to work me to death. It's in my shade. About to work me to death. It's in my shade. I walk the floor. I wanna walk the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, get it. Good God. Ain't it funny? Ain't it funky? Ain't it funky? Ain't it funky? Ain't it funky? Ain't it funky?
That I know you very well. Your eyes never lie, even if they tell. Sweet lullabies that come with the smell of a dozen roses flipping down a green hill. You living in a world that come with plan B, cause plan A never relay a guarantee, and plan C never could say just what it was. And your plans only can pan around love. You love him, you love them, you love her. You love so much, you love what love hurts. You love red bottom and gold that say queen. You love handbag on the waist of your jean. You love French tip and trip that pay for. You love bank slip that tell you he paid for. You love a good hand whenever the card dealt. But what love got to do with it when you don't love yourself?
Everybody run, run, run. Everybody scatter, scatter. Some people lost some bread. Someone nearly died. Everybody run, run, run. Everybody scatter, scatter. Some people lost some bread. Someone nearly died.
said, check out the justice and how they run it, selling, smelling, sniffing, riffing, and brothers trying to get swift in, selling their own, rob a home, while some shrivel a bone, like comatose walking around. Please don't confuse this with the sound. I'm talking about bass, 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 bass. Come on. What's the night? Bass, bass, bass. What's the night? Bass, bass. What's the night? Yeah. Bass, bass. What's the night? Bass, bass, bass. What's the night? All right. I put this together too.
Welcome to the bank, where you deposit young money and you get cash money. I'm Tunchi, the boss, and live from the vault, it's Bus a Bus.
Yo, swag mania, pop the ghost most, carry the most beautiful bitches with us happily toast. Keep the faculty close, gross when we give them a dose. Got them OD and leaning in each coast, scenery froze. Take notes, rock boats, diamonds that fit us. Chanel mentioned the winner who fucking with us. We coming to give them the shivers, watery flow, spilling like rivers. Flooding the street, hoping niggas is swimmers, move with gorillas. King Kongs, Godzillas when we roll up. Seat filling niggas, get up when I show up.
Please don't throw up, hold your liquor, throw up. If you robbing niggas, we gon' show you how to blow up. Thank your lucky stars, that's the rap czar. Tuck your shit in, my niggas bite like a Renton. To my chagrin, you never win, model thin. Walking, cracking your shin, she gives in every time that I spin. Square up, bow down to the kings of the hall. We way gone, talk shit while we ball. So what's cracking with y'all?
Made in New Yorker, the slick talker keeps it in order. Call a reporter, stepping like British walkers. Legendary swag fluency, the influence, see how we do it. Getting me to it steadily, got them stupid, so undisputed. Act full, back tool, till they pop off. Police crowd up the street, blocking them off, locking them off. Got these niggas wildin' while I signal my soldiers. Bossing it up, maintaining composure, stand on the sofa. 30 bottles, 20 waitresses, bring them over, see how we light up something.
Don't sweat the technique. Let's trace the hits and check the file. Let's see who bit the dissect the style. I flip the script so it can't get filed. At least not now, it'll take a while. I change the pace to complete the beat. I drop the bass to MCs get weak. For every road they trace is a scar they keep. Cause when I speak, they freak to sweat the technique. I made my debut in 86 with a melody in a president's mix. And now I stay on target and refuse to miss. And I still make hits for beats. Parties, clubs, and cars and jeeps. My underground sound vibrates the streets. MCs wanna be when I go for kings.
1, 2,
when they sweat the technique.
And he's like King Midas, as I was told. Everything that he touched turned to gold. He's the greatest of the great. I get it straight, he's great. Claim fame cause his name is known in every state. His name is Jay to see him play. Will make you say, God damn, that DJ made my day. 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 God damn, that DJ made my day.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, exploding, overpowering over the competition. I'm towering, breaking shot when I die. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants.
Martin, some good ass.
Y'all ready for nine? Y'all ready for...
Yeah. Word.
Y'all ready for nine? Y'all ready for nine? Y'all ready for nine? Y'all ready for...
Yeah. Word. Yeah. Word. Yeah. Word. Got some Remy Martin, some good ass cigars. Check it out. Hey yo, late night candlelight fiend with diesel in his needle. Queensbridge leader, no equal. I come from the will of Ezekiel to pop $1,000 bottles of scotch, smoke pot, and heal a people. Any rebuttal to what I utter, get box cut and count 'em any bad honeys. I slut, it's a high number. Name a nigga under the same sky that I'm under. Who gets money, remain fly, yeah, I wonder. Eyes flutter as love, but Nas pops up. Stars get starstruck, panties start dripping the ways of Carlito. Blaze, torpedo, cigars, drop rolls, hoes, drop clothes. Louis the 13th freaks, women nice size. I ride like Porsches, thick, brown, and gorgeous. It ain't my fault. Semi-automatic weapons, I brought the world crazy. I'm rich and I'm girl crazy. Did them convince them all to praise me. The ideology's confusion. I lose them, fallace me, who hate me. My gun off safety. Since the tunnel escape, keep my jury in HD.
And wake up to be greeted by an argument again. You act like a 10, so immature. I try to concentrate on the cure and keep looking at the front door. Thinking if I were to evacuate, you'd probably be straighter than straight and wouldn't have so much hate. Cause you don't know the pain I feel when I see you smiling. And when I roll up, you start wilding. So I front like everything's hunky-dory. But it's a whole different story. You don't like the fact that I'm me. I don't put on a show when it comes time for you to have company. And your friends don't understand your choice of man. They speak proper while my speech is from a garbage can. But regardless, you shouldn't have to be so raw. I'm looking at the front door.
was your woman, the things I do to you, but I'm not, so I can't and I won't. But if I was your girl.
Yes, Boiler Room, give it up for Jazzy Jeff. Thanks for coming down. Thanks for tuning in. It's a wrap. Oh, Scala. What time is your set? 1. Okay, so if you want to repeat, 1 a.m. Scala, London. He's going to do it all over again. Nice one. Well, thank you for coming down. Great set. Thank you.